The Seleucid Wars, a series of conflicts involving the Seleucid Empire and its rivals, were pivotal in shaping the Hellenistic world. Below is a condensed story form of the Seleucid Wars, focusing on key events and figures, written in a narrative style. The rise of the Seleucid Empire. In the aftermath of Alexander the Great's death in 323 BCE, his vast empire was divided among his generals. Seleucus I Nicator, one of Alexander's most capable commanders, emerged as the ruler of the eastern territories, founding the Seleucid Empire. Stretching from Anatolia to the borders of India, the empire was a melting pot of cultures, blending Greek and Persian traditions. Seleucus established his capital at Antioch, a bustling city that became the heart of Hellenistic civilization in the east. For decades, the Seleucid Empire thrived, but its sheer size and diversity made it difficult to govern. Rivalries with neighboring powers, including the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt and the rising Roman Republic, would soon plunge the empire into a series of wars that would determine its fate. The Syrian Wars, clash of the Diadochi. The Seleucid Wars began in earnest with the Syrian Wars, a series of 6 conflicts fought between the Seleucid Empire and the Ptolemaic Kingdom over control of the Levant. The region, particularly the strategic city of Syria, modern-day southern Syria and Lebanon, was a prized possession due to its wealth and access to trade routes. The Third Syrian War, 246 to 241 BC, was one of the most dramatic. Ptolemy III of Egypt launched a surprise invasion, capturing Antioch and advancing as far as Babylon. Seleucus II, the young Seleucid king, struggled to repel the invasion. However, internal revolts in Egypt forced Ptolemy to withdraw, allowing Seleucus to reclaim much of his territory. Despite this, the war ended in a stalemate, with both empires exhausted. The Fourth Syrian War, 219 to 217 BCE, saw Antiochus III, later known as Antiochus the Great, attempt to reclaim Syria. Antiochus was a bold and ambitious ruler, determined to restore the Seleucid Empire to its former glory. After initial successes, his forces clashed with Ptolemy IV's army at the Battle of Raphia in 217 BCE. Despite outnumbering the Egyptians, Antiochus was defeated, and the war ended with the status quo maintained. Antiochus the Great and the Roman threat. Antiochus III's ambitions extended beyond Egypt. He sought to expand his empire into Anatolia and Greece, bringing him into conflict with the rising power of Rome. After securing his eastern borders through a series of campaigns in Parthia and Bactria, Antiochus turned his attention westward. In 192 BCE, Antiochus invaded Greece, ostensibly to support the Aetolian League against Roman influence. This marked the beginning of the Roman-Seleucid War, 192 to 188 BCE. The Romans, led by the skilled general Scipio Africanus, responded decisively. At the Battle of Magnesia in 190 BCE, the Seleucid army was crushed by the disciplined Roman legions. Antiochus was forced to sign the Treaty of Apamea, which stripped him of his territories in Anatolia and imposed heavy war reparations. The defeat marked the beginning of the Seleucid Empire's decline. The Maccabean Revolt, a struggle for independence. While the Seleucid Empire grappled with external threats, internal unrest further weakened its hold. In Judea, a region under Seleucid control, tensions between the Jewish population and the Hellenistic rulers erupted into open rebellion. Antiochus IV Epiphanes, a zealous promoter of Greek culture, had desecrated the Jewish temple in Jerusalem and outlawed Jewish religious practices. This sparked the Maccabean Revolt, 167 to 160 BCE, led by Judas Maccabeus and his brothers. The revolt was a guerrilla war, with the Jewish rebels using their knowledge of the terrain to outmaneuver the Seleucid forces. Despite being outnumbered, the Maccabees achieved several stunning victories, culminating in the recapture and rededication of the temple in 164 BCE, an event commemorated by the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. The revolt ultimately led to the establishment of the independent Hasmonean kingdom, further eroding Seleucid power. The Parthian threat and the empire's collapse. As the Seleucid Empire weakened, new threats emerged from the east. The Parthians, a nomadic people from Central Asia, began to encroach on Seleucid territory. By the mid-2nd century BCE, they had conquered much of Persia and Mesopotamia, cutting off the Seleucid Empire's eastern provinces. The Seleucid kings, now ruling a much reduced realm, were plagued by internal strife and succession disputes. The empire became a shadow of its former self, with its territories gradually absorbed by Rome and Parthia. The final blow came in 63 BCE, when the Roman general Pompey the Great annexed Syria, bringing an end to the Seleucid Empire. Legacy of the Seleucid Wars. The Seleucid Wars were more than just a series of military conflicts, they were a struggle for the survival of a multicultural empire in a rapidly changing world. The wars highlighted the challenges of governing a vast and diverse realm, as well as the growing power of Rome and Parthia. Despite its eventual collapse, the Seleucid Empire left a lasting legacy. It served as a bridge between East and West, spreading Greek culture and ideas throughout the Near East. The cities founded by the Seleucids, such as Antioch and Seleucia, became centers of learning and commerce, influencing the region for centuries to come. The story of the Seleucid Wars is one of ambition, resilience, and ultimately, decline. From the heights of Seleucus' empire to the final annexation by Rome, the Seleucid Empire's history is a testament to the complexities of power and the inevitability of change. Though the empire fell, its impact on the ancient world endures, a reminder of a time when East and West were united under the banner of Hellenism.